up the Hunchback of Notre Dame Deluxe CAV Edition box set. Widescreen version, sorry. Before I move on to the inside of the box, I want to say I absolutely love this cover of this. It is just fantastic. It's used again for the special, for the extras, for the cover of that, but this is a fantastic cover. Moving on to the inside. We have the CAV widescreen film. This is a gatefold. It's really nice artwork. And like I said, the cover is used for the supplemental material. It's a really nice cover. The back's really nice too. Yeah. Next we have a big one. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now I know any of you watching this know about Laserdisc, probably know about the website Laserdisc database, will know this is a possible candidate for laser rot, but luckily my version here doesn't actually have any laser rot, nothing on the back, and I picked up extremely cheap, under 20 quid. Show you the insides. There's a lot. You got this. The back comes with all the chapter stops and everything, and that's about it. That's all you really get other than the films and that. And surprisingly, something I didn't know about when I bought this was on side 6 it actually has Frankenweenie, the original version. I didn't even know there was an original version. I thought it was just an animated film that he done, but no, that surprised me and I really enjoyed it. So you do sometimes find stuff on Laserdisc that you didn't know existed. Next up, voted as one of the best Laserdisc releases is the Terminator 2 Special Edition box set. This is the blue logo, so you get nothing on the back, but this box set is really nice. Put that down there. And I'll tell you why, because this is a very nice feeling box itself. It's just got a really nice textural feel to it. This is fantastic. Personally, I can see why it's one of the best box sets. On to the insides. You pull it out, one side you have Arnold. And on the other you have the Terminator with all fire around it. It's really nice. You got an insert. Cool. And that's open. One side. Got an extra insert. Oh, that's white stuff. This is what goes on the back normally, but unfortunately they tend to fall off a lot of box sets. So, and you have all the films. They come in. This 1, this 2, and this 3. They're all out of order, so I've got to sort that out. But yeah, I can see why people consider this one of the best releases on Laserdisc. From what I understand, this also actually includes the extra missing footage. You know, I know that's I believe that's on DVDs now, but back then that was probably quite an amazing thing. And the box set is just really nice. Place that there. On to the next one. And this one's a heavier one. Star Trek, the movie Voyages. This is originally movie Voyages 1 to 6, but when I got this, it actually had a bonus. So I'll show you in a minute. See, there's the 6 films, and the bonus, if you can see, if you pause it and count, you notice there's more than 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 and 8. Reason for that is this actually, when I bought this, came with number 7, but it was the North American version, which was a really big one. Which I don't think I've got it out at the moment. I think I might have got rid of that. But if I just pull them out, I'll show you what I mean. Oops. The North American one that I had of this film was really, really thick, so it was a tight squeeze. With the PAL version, which all these are PAL releases, you can actually easily fit, if you have the PAL release of this film, you can easily fit it with it. But anyway, let's actually take a quick look at the films. We have Star Trek, the motion picture. As far as I'm hoping, this one doesn't have any laser rot. Fantastic film, Star Trek the Wrath of Khan, and I really love the cover on this. Very poster-like. It's great. Star Trek, The Search for Spock. And each of these has a similar style back cover to it, because they're supposed to all come from like the same series, so it's really nice. This is the Star Trek For the Voyage Home, the Paramount Director series with Leonard Nimoy. Giving an introduction on this one. Side one, sorry. The Abomination now, Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. What's that down there? Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. This one actually has a different back compared to the others, I don't know why, but this one actually includes some extra footage, I believe, that's not in the cinema version. Fantastic film. In my opinion, underrated Star Trek Generations is not great, but it's not terrible. At least you still get the Enterprise D up in the big screen, so there's that. And my personal favourite Star Trek film, Star Trek First Contact. I absolutely love this cover. Just fantastic. Up next, continue on with Star Trek, we have Star Trek The Pilots. This is going pretty expensive now online in some places. This includes the pilots to all the live action Star Trek film series up till Voyager. So the covers of all of them. First up we have Star Trek TOS The Cage and Where No Man Has Gone Before. Interesting thing about this is the cage, I believe, runs on side one only at, I think, a little over 64 minutes, I believe, which is pretty impressive for a Laserdisc. Because the entire running time is 113 minutes. We see right down there. So yeah, that's pretty impressive actually. Next up, Star Trek Encounter at Farpoint. After that, probably next to the TOS disc, this is probably the better of the Star Trek Episode 1 pilots, Star Trek Deep Space Nine Emissary, and of course it also gets a much more better cover because it's actually got all these extra art sketches on the side, which is quite fun. And then Voyager Caretaker. Yeah, I don't really enjoy this one as much. I suppose it's okay, just put on next up, in the background. The Indiana Jones trilogy, including the making of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Give you a show on the inside. In the right order, that might be helpful. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Last Ark. Getting my words mixed up today. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. These are some really nice covers. And Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This is a gatefold edition. So it also includes the making of the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Finally got it right. There's some really nice stuff in there. And now it's time for the last one. I told you there was one more Jurassic Park box set, and here it is. This is the, I believe it's the CLV edition box set. It's a very nice one. This isn't actually raised or anything, it's all flat, but it is very nice looking. On the back, there's nothing but got just all that, it's pretty nice. The inside, as far as I'm aware, doesn't come with any extras other than the books. That's about it. It's got, I believe this is the, yeah, I think this is the DNA book. Tells you about DNA. And just the same effect on the back. Here is a little poster thing about DNA. And here is the making of Jurassic Park, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is, stuff like that. So that's pretty nice. And of course, wouldn't be complete without the movies. That one and this too. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no extras on the back. Just that. And that is it. That is my Laserdisc collection up to date. Quite a big haul actually. A lot of them got on the mainland not that long ago. So yeah, got quite a few to watch. Anyway, rate and comment on this video if you like. Let me know what you think. So till next time. See ya.